Hello and welcome to the WBB Mason Coaches Show. I am Rachel Vogel here with head women's basketball coach Krista Kilburn-Steveskey following a 1-0 week for the Pride. 63-62 sweep of the season over Northeastern, first sweep since 2014-15. Coach, what are your overall thoughts on the win?
As I said after the game, I had a lot of respect for Northeastern, and they had an amazing preseason. Beating Florida, beating BC, coming in, starting off the conference, and but we just competed, really hard against them here, and had to see utmost confidence. And it's tough to win there. I've had some 20-plus win seasons and gone on the road up there and had some ill-fated finishes. So it's not an easy place to win. But our team's mindset, and I felt that way. Like I had made that statement after the Delaware game, and then we lost, by 10. I just talked about that confidence even in that game. Was just proud of their fight after, a very, very good Drexel team where we got that loss. So, to kind of carry that momentum even from a loss from Delaware and then find a way, to win at Northeastern, I was just really proud of the group.
So we'll start at the very end of the game. Everybody wants to hear about the Sika Kuzik layup. So Boogie, she drove to the basket, thought that she had a clear look, left it a little short, and Sika was right there behind her. Go figure, the dynamic duo.
Right.
Talk us through that play and what happened and how it unfolded.
It's funny on that one. Obviously, we worked the ball, got it in, and then just worked through one of our sets, which I was really proud of the team on that. We did a lot of execution down the stretch. And they made plays off of those sets. It wasn't even about what the set was about. They just made reads. I say great players make reads, and that's what Bugs did. I thought she had that layup, and I was standing right there at that angle. Kudos to her to attack at the end of that play, and she said it was a pass. By the way,
okay.
She reminded me when I said, "Hey, you got a good look at it." She goes, "It was a pass, coach." But it couldn't happen at the better time for Sika, because it's been a struggle for her. And I've really, just, let her try to come into her own. Our trainer and staff has done a great job with her, but it's been a struggle. So for her to, be able to give me some minutes, and then just the confidence for her to be able to knock that down, and follow that rebound and put that thing back in, and then make a free throw. I mean, how about that? So it's not even just about the putback and then the free throw. So just, again, a lot of really good execution down the stretch, and we just talk about shooters got to shoot. That's what I kept saying to Anna. We come out of the third quarter, we draw up something, and she gets a wide open look, because that's what we were talking about. She wasn't getting a lot of free looks in the first half. And, and it didn't go in, but she kept, finding a way. She's the kind of kid that's not going to turn around and go shoot 5 times in a row. She might wait a little bit, and then she's going to punch it again, and that's what she did down the stretch in the fourth quarter. So just really proud of her as well.
And she was definitely a big part in helping the Pride overcome that 13-point fourth quarter deficit. She made 3 3-pointers. Has she been waiting for her time? Was this her time?
No, I've been saying a while that, I said even before the game, when here at home at JMU, when she actually was 0 for 9, I said she looked more comfortable on the floor. Her inconsistency of the year is just comfort level on the floor, she's had other different bouts of different injuries throughout the year too. So it's just, I just felt like I think we've put some consecutive games in a row here. Whether, again, not even looking at the stat sheet, how I know when I'm watching her how she's playing, so it's just taken her longer this year to really get to some consistent play, and I feel like she's on the right track for that now. And no better time than now, right? Get your confidence, feeling good. People don't realize everybody recovers differently. So yeah, I mean, I think, just can slew some, again, some consecutive games in a row with her. Because that's probably one of the most vital keys of us this whole year, is having consistent players. Biggie's been our consistent player, all year long. Sika was that before she got hurt. And then you're asking a redshirt freshman that didn't play last year. Marianne has been very consistent on the defensive end. She's been really consistent on the offensive end. So, it is what it is. These are the cards that we have dealt. And just really proud of them, just kind of, getting their confidence here late and hopefully find their consistency late.
And as I mentioned, the Pride overcame an overall 14-point deficit. Talk about the resiliency of your team and what you may have said to them that sparked a fire.
Well, how about that? I walked over just logically. I didn't feel that we had any nonverbals, or I didn't feel like we couldn't win the game. We started that third quarter with 2 reviews, 6 turnovers, like unforced. Again, we've had that problem before. But then stoppage of play and just bizarre turn of events. So then I used that just at the start of the fourth quarter. I was like, hey, you're going to make a decision here because this is going to go one way or the other. And, I'd like it for it to go the other way. But, I was very logical. It was like no, fire and redemption. It was just, what are you guys going to do now? I mean, we're too good to, like, pack up here, So they just responded, extremely well. And then I even mentioned, I said, look, it is what it is. What happened in the third quarter at the beginning, that affected our, our play, because that has been an issue in our third quarter. Sometimes people made some runs on us, and and I was like, hey, those are some things that were just out of your control. Let's just get to the grind. So, great for them just to have that mindset and not to let up. And, you make some shots, it makes all the world a little bit better as well, too.
All right, Coach. So you've got a big weekend ahead. Charleston and UNCW. Talk a little bit about those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, one at a time, and we let one completely go at Charleston. That one stays vivid in my memory. And so we just need to play off of that, come here in our last home sweep, Friday and Sunday are our last 2 home games, senior day on Sunday. So let's just take care of CSC first. We know that Wilmington is a really good team. Sometimes you can clip them on the road. They're going to be ready. They need to get ready for the tournament, so we know they're going to be using every motivational piece to get them to play a little bit better on the road if you look at their numbers, what they are from home, what they are on the road. But that doesn't mean you're going to get a win. So, let's take care of Friday night, though. Let's really take care. Let's don't overlook Friday night. We shouldn't overlook anybody anyway. And believe that we can win, and just play with that, that fire and that energy like we played at Northeastern.
Okay, Coach. Well, good luck this weekend. So the Pride is back in action Friday night against Charleston, and Sunday for Senior Day we'll celebrate Boogie Brzezowski and Sika Kuzik against UNCW. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.